See if it's going live. Wait, we live, y'all? We live? I think we live, y'all. So if we live, then hey, how you guys doing today? I am fortunate enough to have EB and Mrs. Kakes on tonight for an interview. We're on today for this interview. So we're gonna click off after this 30-second intro. And y'all make sure y'all hit the thumbs up when you're coming in here. Please hit the thumbs up for me. I appreciate that. Disclaimer in the 30-second intro. See y'all back in 30 seconds. Jill Malik. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you hit that sub button and the notification bell to be notified when I do go live. Okay, so let me bring up EB and Mrs. Kakes. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Good to have y'all now. I'm so happy to have y'all. Y'all can hear me?
Doing good. It's a beautiful day.
Okay. Now,
we lit.
EB,
for sure.
Now I know I asked you this question, but I'm gonna ask you this question so the viewers can see it too, and so they can go by. Now, what is your preferred pronoun, EB, that you would like to go by, so the people on here would know? You know, I know personally, but
all right, can you say it one more time?
What is your preferred pronoun that you would want to be called? You know, like
I don't have no pronoun.
Okay.
Just call me my name, E. I don't got no pronoun on me.
Respect.
I'm confusing as hell. I can't expect you to put a pronoun on me.
Now, the next question. What were you both in Florinia? I don't even know how to say the prison name. It's like what's the name of that prison y'all was in? Damn, I forget.
Fluvanna.
What was y'all in Fluvanna for? Like, EB, let's start with you, and then we'll start with you next, Miss Kakes.
Okay. Excuse me, I can't even hear the question. Say it again.
What was y'all in Fluvanna? What were y'all both in Fluvanna for? If I'm saying.
Oh, I was in Fluvanna for malicious shooting, and it got me 10 years.
Oh shit! Damn, that's a real crime. You hear me? That hardcore crime. You's a criminal. No, I'm just fucking with you. What about you, Mrs. Kakes? What was you locked down for?
Well, I had obtaining money under false pretenses charge. I was on probation for it, and I ended up leaving the state and got a outstanding probation violation for absconding, which is how I ended up in prison.
So you basically just tried to run away.
Yeah, I just left. I left. I was gone for 5 years, and I did 5 years. Yep.
Yep, you know, when you're young, I would have been thinking the same way. Like, yeah, I ain't going back. I'm finna get the hell
right. Right. That's exactly what I was thinking too. I'm glad it's over with though.
I'm blaming now. This is another question. How much time did you do, and how long have both of you guys been out? Let's start with you, EB, and then one more to Mrs. Kakes.
I did 10 years. I was sentenced to 9 years, 6 months in my plea bargain. But the actual deal was, it was 33 years that I was sentenced to. They suspended 23, and I had to do 9 years, 6 months, in which I ran it up there, living life in prison. And I ended up maxing out doing 10 years. So I came home, you know, now I'm off, you know, getting back to life.
That's dope. Happy for you. But go ahead, Mrs. Kakes.
I did 5 years, exactly 5 years. I came home with no probation. Thank Allah on that. And, you know, just been rebuilding. I've been home for a little over a year. It was a year, August 17th. So we out here getting to it, rebuilding.
Yeah, I'm happy for you too, man. Ain't no prison ain't
Thank you,
not
thank
I
you.
tell anybody any day, man. Prison ain't for no human. You hear me? Like for
It
real.
Right,
definitely is.
Now,
right.
So
I
all
wouldn't
you
even
gotta
fuck a dog or a cat up in the cage. You know what I'm saying? For real, because you do it for too long. You see how that dog or that animal come up out that cage. They be way different. But
that's
Right.
right.
now
That's
when
right.
and where? How did you meet Mrs. Cakes? EB.
Well, that's an incredible story. We all was in Fluvanna serving our time, in which I knew nothing about Miss Kid. You know what I mean? I just knew that she was an inmate there because I kept hearing her names, during, throughout the prison. So one day they decided that they wanted to take all the problem kids or, whatever in the prison and stick them on one wing. And it was called structure. So where we
Yeah.
had to learn how to behave. But when you take all the problem people and put them in one place, you know, that
It's
ends
gonna
up
be
to
a
be it's
problem.
going to be a problem. So she was actually there on the innocent row.
I was not supposed to be there.
She was not supposed to be there.
I was not supposed to be in there.
So she ended up starting a riot. And I ended up coming upon her, asking her what was wrong. And her beauty just struck me. I ended up joining the riot with her in structure.
So you saying she started a riot, like a full
Yes,
on
a
fledged riot,
riot.
a, like people
Yeah.
throwing
A
hands riot
full
type?
fledged shut the
Yeah.
jail down,
They
institutional lockdown riot.
I was not supposed to be in the program. I had a situation with two females on the unit that I was in, and they pretty much removed me from the situation because of a threat that I made, and they put me in segregation. So at the time when they were setting up this behavioral program, anybody who was coming out of segregation was going into this program no matter what. But
Mm.
they pretty much locked me up, put me in segregation unlawfully. I had no reason to be back there. So I went into this program. They were not giving us commissary. They were not giving us mail, locking us down. So I'm like, oh no, I'm not even supposed to be in here. I was like, no, we are not locking down. So it went from that. It started with maybe 30 of us. It ended with 9 of us,
Yeah.
I
Dang.
think. Yeah, it ended with 9 of us standing. And we went to segregation for a month. Well, I went for 34 days and she went for 30. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
That's how we met.
That's how we
And
met.
we ended up in segregation side by side. She was in a room next to me, and there's like a cable box in the wall. And if you end up in the right 2 rooms on the opposite room, there's that box is in the same exact place. So you can talk through this box.
Telephone.
Like a phone in the wall. So, that's all we did was talk
Got to know each other.
for 30 days, day and night, day and night, day and night. And yeah, so
Y'all
that's how
became
we
best
met.
friends, basically. Shit, with nobody else
Yeah.
Yeah.
talking with y'all
All we
talking
had was
dope.
each other.
Yep.
True love story, man. That's a true love story for real. It's a fucked up
Yeah.
circumstance how you meet each other, but still, it's a true love story how you're able to connect with one another
Yeah.
by being confined. You know what I'm saying? That's now I'm gonna ask this question: Are you married to Mrs. Cakes, EB?
Well, as in the piece of paper, no, I am not. But verbally and loving and my companion and my significant other, yes, I am.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So that means y'all
We're
done
gonna
got
get there.
that's
That's another
y'all got years
exclusive,
together.
but yeah.
Y'all hopefully one day y'all pop that ring. Maybe do y'all believe in marriage?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
of
okay,
I
course.
do.
Yeah.
I
okay.
do. I do. I do. I believe in marriage, but I also believe in that just because you sign a piece of paper or whatever doesn't make you married.
That's
I
about
believe
right.
in marriage in a different way.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Now, do either of you have any children?
I do. I have 2 children, a boy and a girl,
Princess and prince.
prince and princess, 6 and 7 years old.
Me, no, I am. I'm old, but I don't have any children. I never been with a man in my life. Actually, I'm a virgin to this day. So children, if it had to come out of me, no, I don't have none. But I do have two children, named Prince and Princess, who I, adore.
Okay.
For sure.
Yep, you taking on the road, taking in her kids. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
For sure.
now, are you guys currently filming? And if not, will we see you on TV in the future? Now, that's a question you can or you cannot answer because I don't know if you're under contract yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you are.
Well, I am under contract. But stay tuned. We everywhere. We out here.
Definitely out here.
Yeah, we
Definitely.
definitely.
So just stay tuned. There's a lot of things getting ready to happen. A lot of
Yeah,
great things about to happen.
yeah,
So big things, big things.
yeah. We definitely in our own lane. Doing things.
Okay.
That's how we do.
Okay. So we getting it. We got to know y'all now. It's time to get into waiting for that everybody wait for and they want to know. Now, how did you meet Key Rock and Brittany? That goes for both of y'all. That question is for both of y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Key Rock. He came through Savannah, on a robbery charge. Um, we met because he was basically he ain't have much when he came in, and we didn't have nothing when he came in, and he was basically tearing up the place, hitting a few of my peoples, robbing a few of my peoples, and I basically took him under my wing as a friend. We was the best of friends. He was my right hand. Throughout the bid, we got to know each other, and I never knew that someone can be up under you and envy you the way that they do. And envy could come in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? It could come in a likable way that they want to be so much like you that, they do things to torment you. But as a friend, I never saw that in him until we were released. So that's how I met Kira. Brittany, I didn't never know Brittany. Brittany came into the picture when I was home, taking, keeping in touch with Key Rock, his mother, things like that. My first impression of Brittany was that she's a liar. And with that being told, my Key Rock's mom, who I consider to be my mom as well, she had threw a birthday party, out here and told Brittany to handle the invitation and the invite me. And I never got a invitation. So one day on a hubbub, because they live right down the block from me, I pull up on them and then I just walk in the house and my mom is, cussing me out. Like, what are you doing here? You missed the goddamn party, so I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? I never knew that, Brittany was in the back room. So she was, my mom was like, you got the invitation. I'm like, I didn't get any invitation. So she's like, yeah, come back here. So I'm thinking she's just taking me to the back to sit down and talk to me. And I see this pale, you know, girl in the room, with some curls in her hair. She was done up. And she said, didn't you send my son the invitation? And she had to tell the truth in front of both of us. She was like, no. So I was like, damn, so my mom was like, wow, she made up a whole fugazi lie. And my first impression from there, even during filming the show, was that she was a liar. So I just was like, man. So that's how I met Britney.
Mm. That's crazy. That's a crazy story there. Now, Miss Cakes, I seen you talk about the situation was going on. You was talking about something, but I want to really know, how did you meet Brittany and Key Rock? Was it through EB or?
I met no. I met Me and EB did not meet until maybe halfway through my bid. We didn't meet for the first 2.5 years of my bid. I met Key Rock at the door. When I came out of intake, I just so happened to go to move into the building that he was in, and we ended up in the same wing together. And from the door, he was, showing interest, expressing an interest in me, and I was not receptive to that at all. And I just so happened to live with him quite a few times, actually, over the 5 years. So yeah, he was just there all the time somehow. And Brittany, I had saw her around the compound, but I didn't know who she was at the end, at the very, like the last year of my bid, I ended up working in the kitchen to help them with the COVID relief in the prison. And I was a line leader, and she ended up working on my line. So that was how I came to know her, you know, on a more face-to-face basis, but we were never friends. You know, we were, you know, she would speak, I would speak. We might exchange a few words, but we were never friends. We were never enemies, but we were never friends.
Never did no Cosmo. She never did no Cosmo, you know.
Never did Cosmo. You know, it's just a lot. You know, it's a lot with this
I'm being
show,
messy.
and yeah, she being messy.
Okay. Okay. Now, this is a question I want to ask, and I don't know how you what now, EB, my brother,
Yeah.
this is your right here. Was that
Uh,
stalking scene real? Because everybody want to know, was that real? I mean, it already happened, so I'm pretty sure you can give us
um.
Why would
intake.
they want to call it that?
Okay. Well, stalking. It depends on what you call stalking. I'm very much not that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Definitely not. But the scene was definitely real. It was definitely real. Um. Stalking, I wouldn't say that because my loyalty was to my friend. I was his eyes while he was in prison. You feel me? So
Yeah.
the way TV can interpret, people can interpret things. That's not up for me.
Mhm.
That's up to TV. But the truth is, I did what a loyal friend would do. My man's was locked up. You feel me? So I was his eyes and ears out here in the world. And it's unfortunately that when you do that, you know, friendships get destroyed, and some friendships last, but I am that nigga that stands on loyalty. So
Yeah.
with that being said, I did what my friend asked me to do,
That's a
and
true
that was
friend.
that.
That's
Thank
a
you.
true. That's a true friend. Yeah, I can see where you're coming from with that. Yeah, that's a true friend. People need friends like that in real life because
Yeah.
sometimes when you be there, you might need somebody else to be there, and then you
In
basically you're
any
saying
situation.
loyal
Yeah,
to the
in
soul.
for sure.
That's dope. Now, because I heard Mrs. Cakes. Now, this is kind of a question for you because I remember you was on your YouTube talking about this. Now, do you believe Britney cheated on Key Rock, and why?
I believe it based because I believe her. You know, I was not there. I did not, you know, I was not there for to see what she witnessed. But do I feel like it was some extracurricular activities going on? Yeah. Yeah, I
Well,
do.
well, what about during the show, right?
Yeah.
Here's a
Okay.
question. Here's a question to my babe. What about during not during the show, but things that were mentioned, right? You was locked up with her, right?
Mhm.
Did she ever cheat in there?
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So, you know, I already had my own impression of her on that subject because there was situations where she cheated, you know, on Key Rock when we was locked up. So it's not hard to believe, you know, you out here in the real world, he still has time to do. You moving funny. You know, she's seen it with her own eyes. You got people driving the car that Key Rock bought you. You got a nigga driving the car that Key Rock bought you. You know, that's not something that was made up. So yeah, yeah, I believe it.
Wow. So
I believe
EB,
it. And you know, just her whole like the whole image that they created for her is not is not real at all. She never was in Cosmo school because I was in Cosmo school in Fluvanna, and there are multiple witnesses who can account for that. She was never doing nobody's hair on the compound. That was me and about a team of maybe 10 other girls who were known, very well known for doing hair on the compound. She did not work at that restaurant on that scene. No, that was a placement. You know, it was all of it was just, you know, she just she's just there pretty much. So
wow.
yeah, I believe it definitely for sure.
So EB, I remember you did say something about it on the show. Like you said, I seen you with another nigga or something. Like y'all know we black said. So
Okay.
I think you did say it. You was like, yeah, I seen another nigga coming out. What was who house was that you seen this man coming out of?
Okay. That it wasn't. It actually wasn't a house. It was actually her coming from her best friend's house
Oh,
in Alexandria. Her best friend has a dude who has a friend. and they was living up there. You feel me? And she would never come back this way after supposedly school. Beauty school don't last all night long. And even the restaurants down here in Richmond don't last all
Mm-hmm.
night long. You feel me? So that was that particular situation.
Mm. Mm. And you seen it with your own eyes. That's the sad
Oh
part.
yeah, that's why I asked her. I asked on camera for a reason. See, what you
Yeah.
don't see is that she actually broke down and they cut. You feel me? But behind the scenes is what they're gonna show you. But yeah, I asked her on camera specifically because I wanted everybody to know, including him, because he's not here to see. So yeah, so answer the question. It's kind of
Yeah.
like DMX. Who dick you sucking?
You was very adamant about you was still on her ass about that question because I can tell when scenes be cutting, they chop it. They chop, 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 and do that. I can tell when it's they have to cut. But now that's interesting to know. Now, another question now, for Mrs. Cakes. Now we have seen the updates from Mrs. Cakes, everybody, and Mrs. Cakes has put on social media. Um, is there a truth to that? Did Key Rock lie and say he slept with you, Mrs. Cakes?
Yeah, he did. That was not supposed to be revealed. I accidentally posted that video. So yeah, that's the exclusive. But
Okay.
yeah, he did. When we were in structure in the behavioral program, when we came out of SEG, she came out 4 days before I did. And one thing I told her was like, look, you guys stay strong because I got some haters. They gonna try to, come in between us. And he just so happened to be the one, Kiba.
Damn.
So I remember like it was yesterday. I came out of SEG. I wanted to, just get myself together. And she asked me a question, but the way that she asked it
because
was
it came
not
from him.
the question. Key Rock had told her some things,
Yeah,
and she asked me a question.
because he was liking her from the beginning. Me and him was friends, so he was basically liking her from the door. He always used to talk about her to me, but I never knew who she was until we got into this program. So I'm the one who got her, even though he was still living with her. Because we lived with each other in different wings. He always lived with her, but I never came across her until this program. So
Mm.
then he was basically like, he goddamn. I said, well, all right, my loyalty to my friend, I'm not gonna even address the situation.
But she never told me that what was said was that he told her that he slept with me. She never told me that. She made it like because the way that Key Rock used to would present me to other people was, oh no, you know, don't mess with her. She this, she that, blah blah blah. That's how she would get people off of me, you know. But really, it was a underlying thing that she had for me, So, but yeah, I did not find out until recently what was actually said.
Wow. So you just found out this year about all this stuff that
Yes,
was.
we just got
How,
back together
how was
the beginning of this year.
how long ago did this incident happen and this was spread? How long
Whoa.
ago?
We were all in prison too. It was a couple.
Now I've been home for a year.
I've been home for three.
It's been about 3.5 years now,
Damn.
maybe. Yeah,
So you
yeah.
just
And
So
to piggyback on what she just said, right? He, she actually, told me the situation when because she came home to me. So all the while, I'm still taking care of my friend, and my
mhm.
friend is down on my woman. Checking my temperature during calls. Yo, you want to speak to
All the
her?
while I'm living with Key Rock multiple times in multiple buildings and multiple wings, and every time I would see him, oh, I talked to EB, yeah. She doing good. I asked her, did she want to talk to you? She said nah. And then the whole time you riding both sides of the fence, and you're on the phone with her telling her, oh yeah, Cakes in here doing this and that, and you know, still trying to
Just
defame
gaslighting.
my character.
But you liked her the
He
whole
made
time.
sure that he kept that wedge between us for the whole, because I still had like 2 years to do after she got out. And she made sure that during the rest of my bid that we did not speak to each other. So,
So
we just,
it's a trick. It's kind of a tricky situation. Like no handwriting, no none of that, no pictures. It's just all Key Rock
yeah,
saying EB over the
Yeah,
phone, talking to him over the
yeah,
yeah.
phone.
because he used to call me through Britney. He used to call
Damn.
me through. First, he was calling me straight, and then when Britney came home, you know, she was the three, you know, the three wayer. So when she linked our calls, it was not very much that I could, you know, say to my friend because I did not know her. You know
Damn.
what I'm saying? I did not meet her at all. You know, it was just phone calls, and it was things that I wanted to talk to my friend about personally, but with her on the phone, it was just not possible. You
Wow.
know,
It's a
I
three-way
just
situation
didn't.
on over the phone. Can't y'all ain't being able to have too much communication, but you're communicating to a whole nother associate of y'all's and word getting back to you about Mrs. Cakes, and
I
you
was
got to
always, you know, I was always in contact because I had, you know, other, you know, the people inside prison. So I pretty much knew, which it didn't phase me because I knew that, you know, we were gonna be together when she came out. But
yeah,
it would just behoove me that my friend, you know, my friend, you never once like you checking my temperature the whole time, but you're not telling me you know you crushing on her,
yeah.
you know stuff like that, man.
That's crazy. Now, why would Key Rock say that, and how did such allegations affect your relationship with Mrs. Cakes? With these allegations going,
Oh, with certain allegations, with them allegations, I pretty much ended ended the relationship. You know, I came home. You know, I told her, you know, my friend, you know, he liked you. You know, he's saying some things, and I just, to my loyalty to my friend, I don't want to come between him crushing on you. You know, and you know, it hurt her, but it was
But she
something.
never told me that he said he slept with me
damn,
until we got back in touch at the beginning of this year.
Mm,
And we ended up rehashing everything and talking about everything. And that's when he came out that that was what he had actually told her. And I was like, no.
mhm.
I was like, no, that's not true at all. Like, and I just think it's so crazy because like you spent all the way down to my last days still in my face and trying to, you know, and knowing the whole time, you know, she even she had EB, so he had EB so upset that EB asked Key Rock to go in my player. It's a little device that we have in prison, you know, to listen to your music and stuff like that. I had saved her mother's address so that I could try to find her. If anything ever happened, I would have this address. Key Rock goes in my player and deletes the address. Yeah. Asked me to
that's
borrow my player so he could listen to my music and deleted the address. I thought I was tripping. I was like, I know I had the address in here. Like everything was deleted. Yeah.
damn.
Hmm.
So he did not want you to have contact with EB because he knew that most likely that was going in that relationship. So he was
Right.
just like getting it
Every
prepared.
move I made, any relationship I was in, anybody I was seeing, anybody I was talking to, anything I was doing, he was reporting it back to her while she was home.
Damn. Now that's some crazy shit. Now, oh shit, that's crazy. Did Key Rock have feelings for Mrs. Cake at some point? Obviously, you guys are saying it. You know, when do you think those feelings occurred, and how did you notice it, Mrs. Cakes? How did you notice it?
Well, I was roommates with a friend of his. When I came out of intake and ended up in the same wing with him. You know, so he had already been in and out of my room prior to me moving in. So of course, me moving in, he still felt like he had that access. So he would come in the room, you know, he has this persona where he just thinks that he is just it, and it's just not, you know. And you know, he expressed to me like, he like, yo, you know, what's up, da, 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 whatever. And I'm like, no, mm-mm, that's not what it is. And it's so crazy how many times we lived together, like through this 5-year bid. And it was always the same thing with him. Even after he broke me and EB up, I wrote her after that and told her, I said, you know, I think it's so crazy that your friend broke us up when he's still in my face.
Yeah.
Right now, he's still in my face right now. So I think that's so crazy. Like,
and the letter had pretty much everything.
I told her everything. Like you, and I even.
But she wasn't the only one who wrote me and told me. But what gave me confirmation was that I got her at the last, because I didn't want to read it when I was locked up because I was going home. So what made me read is that everybody was saying, you know, things that, you know, me and him were discussing, whatever, or how he felt too. We discussed his feelings too. And when her letter came, it was like confirmation. It was like confirmation because she had so much detail in things that we, you know, discussed. It was just like crazy.
Damn. Was you basically you saying that what Cake sent you, it added up to everything everybody else was telling you?
Everybody else was saying, yeah.
Wow. And they were saying EB was basically lying. From what I'm understanding.
Right.
Wow.
And other shit. I mean, you know, and other stuff too, like, you know, deep shit. Yeah. Other shit too, like, you know, deep stuff, man. And that just, it was like, wow, I only talked to him. Like, what's up with you, man? But that still didn't detour me from being his people's, man.
I tried to fight him.
Damn.
After that.
Damn, yeah. For real? That's crazy.
Yeah. When she they had actually ended up, when we all came out of SAG, they had actually ended up in another situation and structure where they went back to SAG for a couple weeks. And but when she came out, when EB came out, she went back to population. Key-Rock and I stayed in the program a little bit longer. And when she came back in, yeah. I told her, I said, come here, I want to holler at you. I said, because I don't like that shit that you did. We went upstairs in the room and she pleaded the fifth. It was a couple other people in the room, you know, for witnesses. And, you know, she didn't want to fight me because she knew what she had did. And then you still in my face, like still in my face after, you know, you ruined my relationship. Just crazy.
Damn, I'm sorry y'all went through that. That's crazy. Now, I've been hearing this. This is what I've been hearing. I think Britney said it somewhere. Have you, EB, ever had feelings for Britney? And have you, Mrs. K, ever had feelings for Key-Rock? Because I did hear her say that on Instagram.
I'm gonna be the first to clear that shit.
Negative.
Hold on, he asked me, goddamn it. I do not have feelings for Britney. I do not even. She's a little girl to me. You understand me? I'm into full-fledged grown women. You understand me? Her and on no level she's a child to me. You know, not saying that, you know, she's just a child to me, period. I'm up there. She ain't so no, I don't. Never was, never have been, never will be. You know what I'm saying? And plus that's my man's peoples. I'm fresh on my people's. Get down.
And no, I think that Key-Rock is a cornball. I've always thought that she was a cornball. No, negative.
Okay. Well, now
that's it for that. That's just clean cut.
Period.
Period.
I had this question too right here now. What does Miss Kakes? Why does Miss Kakes claim that Key-Rock and Britney don't have money for eggs and live in a rundown house?
Man.
I'm sorry. It just that live. I was just like, well, damn, like she was better.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say like this. You know, the grocery store, them shits is expensive. So if you definitely want to go about things the right way, you know, you just gotta have the bread. You understand me? So with that being said, reality is reality. And if y'all seen some
And perception
things,
is everything.
Yeah. So if y'all see some things where we at, where we be, where we live, and where they came from, you know, hopefully where they're going, they will have it. But right now, you know, shout out to y'all. Much love
Can I
to
answer the
y'all.
question? Look,
You know, I hope that's possible with y'all. You know, no hate, no hate. You know, definitely. But you asked me a question and I answered it honestly.
Yeah. Okay. Miss
now don't get me
Kate,
wrong. I'm not saying he broke. I'm not saying he came home broke. I'm pretty sure he did come home with a pretty penny. I
Yeah.
give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you make money in prison,
prison.
it stacks up, you know, whatever. So I give credit where it's due, but you know, not on that level.
you were just talking shit, basically. Talking shit.
No, we was
No, I won't talk
shit.
shit.
Facts.
Listen. Okay, so let me answer the question. I'm gonna answer the question, right?
No, she don't have enough money.
They live right up the block. Okay. Now let me just say it like this. When they pulled up on the scene, and this is me saying this. This is me saying this. This is not her saying this. This is me saying this. When they pulled up on the scene, the house was so ran down. The mama's house. The house was so ran down that they did not want to record there. So what they did was they went to a random location, to a random house that was nice in appearance, and recorded the scene that was supposed to be recorded in front of this house. You sent your girlfriend $300 when she got home to go shopping at the thrift store. And there are scenes from the show showing her shopping at the thrift store.
So we
with
got
that pink fuzzy coat on and all
that. We got
that.
a whole scene at the
So no,
we got a whole scene.
Not for the eggs. No, not for the eggs. Not for the eggs.
Damn. So you stand on what you standing on.
I'm standing on it, and that's just what it is.
We stand on the truth. We ain't telling no lies. I don't give a damn.
Right when I say right up the street, like literally, if we drive up the street, we're there in like 2 minutes flat, if that.
Damn. That's have you or Mrs. Kakes seen Key Rock and Britney around town? Is there a chance to repair the relationships you once had with Key Rock and Britney? If so, how?
I have not seen them. No. Neither one of us have seen them.
No.
We're together 24/7. So
no, I haven't seen them. Is it a chance to repair the relationship?
For me and Key Rock, no. Now, as far as Britney, like the only issue I have with Britney is when her and Key Rock was going through their drama and Britney was passing messages supposedly in the words of Key Rock, she got out of line because we knew that Key Rock would not be dropping no lines like that, speaking like that. You know, so that was where, you know, so I'm like, you need to mind your business, you know, don't speak in his words saying what y'all gonna do when he come home and, you know, all this and all of that. So that was where my animosity for Britney came from, because I never had a problem with her up until then. I never had a reason to have a problem with her. I never had a problem with her until then. So that's where that comes from. So, you know, it's something that's squashable for sure there. But Key Rock, no. It doesn't have to be an ongoing beef, no war, you know, or anything like that. But I don't have nothing for him. That's all.
Understandable. Now I see
I would
you.
like to know why he lied. I would like the answer to that question, but you know.
Now, EB, you was thinking, is it repairable for you and Key Rock?
Is it repairable? Is it repairable? I'm gonna be honestly speaking. No.
Damn.
No, you know what I'm saying? It's no love lost, you know what I'm saying? When I call somebody my friend, that's just what they are until they cross me. You know, so when it starts off as a lie and gaslighting and all that, I don't think even if we ever, speak or whatever and say, this is how we feel, that's understandable. But to be friends again, you want my, You were my friend from the beginning. So no, it's not repairable. But I'm an honorable person to, at least be like, yo, because I think I deserve, an explanation or confrontation or whatever, something. But people don't stand on that, and it might take him longer than what it may take the usual person. So I'm on nobody's time, and if the day he want to come and rap, he know where I'm at, man. I've been same place since day one. It has never changed. And that's what I didn't understand. For you to touch the world and see some of my peoples and run into some of my peoples, going to the studio, 23 Brazy, like my family, and not even come to my front door. I mean, that shows me the type of person you are at whole heart. So, but can do what? So, no.
Damn. Well, now, on a lighter note, like on something else, is there anything you and Cakes are working on at the moment that you would like to share with the people watching this interview right now?
Um, yes, we are currently modeling for upcoming fashion shows for some designers. We can't give too much information, but if you go to our website,
It's Tea with Cakes on YouTube, and the Cakes is Kakes. We got some little clips going on to give you a little insight on what's going on coming up in the future.
stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Now, that's dope. That's dope. So y'all heard it. Y'all can go sub to Miss Cake's YouTube channel and be on the lookout for the modeling career that they got going on. You guys be on the lookout and make sure
Y'all
that
heard
y'all
it first here with my man Gio. Y'all heard it first
You
here
heard
with
it
him.
first. But
Yes.
Gio said
And
that.
Cali the VA, you
Got the
heard the
exclusive.
stamp, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Liddy. Good vibe, good vibe,
Lit.
good energy, good energy,
Good energy.
good energy, my youth. Good.
I'm gonna give you nothing but good energy because we gonna get down to the bottom of things. That's what we here for. When we got down to
Oh yeah, it's a
Yeah,
lot
we're
more.
not even down to the nitty gritty, but
Yeah,
it's gonna get there. We can't give it all right now
but
because
it's
it
lit with
does
you.
go
It's
a
lit
lot
with
deeper
you.
than that.
It's
But we
definitely
lit
lit with
with you
you.
for sure.
Definitely lit with
For
you.
sure.
Definitely.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate that. Thank y'all so much for real. Now,
You're
this
welcome.
thing I really have to ask now. What would y'all like to say to the haters, including the folks out there saying that y'all clout chasing and trying to be relevant?
Well, shit, I'm address it first. I never been a cloud chaser from day one. I'm from New York, Brooklyn, born and raised. Never been a cloud chaser. So with that being said, shout out to my haters. I mean, some of them niggas said I look like an alien and all that. I mean, I laugh because it is what it is. Everybody got an opinion, you know what I'm saying? And if I
Right.
address everybody's opinion, I'd be running around like a chicken with my head cut off. You feel me? So shout
Mhm.
out to all my haters. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't likable, like Gotti said.
Right.
That's a bad.
You know what they say? If you don't have haters, you're not lit. So
Hey, they know
that's
my
how that
body.
go. And I just say that if you go look at the profile picture on my YouTube channel, it says your opinion means. That's
that's
just how I feel
that's big fact.
for the haters, and they make your ratings go up. So
I mean,
continue
it is
to
what it
hate.
is. You know what I'm saying? You walk in the
But
room,
for the ones that love us, we love you back for sure.
everybody can't like you. You know what I'm saying? Your presence speaks for itself. We are good, honorable people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So those who don't like us, we still love you. It is what it is. Tell us how you feel.
That's a fact. Now, to all the
Right.
viewers, again, we're gonna bring this one back. Now, to all the viewers, where can they find y'all on social media? Again, let them know your social media handle. So we're gonna say it again.
You can find us on YouTube at Tea with Cakes. That's Kakes. You can find us at EB_New York 050 on IG. You can find me at Cakes the Barbie, which is KAKESDA Barbie spelled out the right way on Instagram and Facebook. We lit.
Hey, big vibe.
Yeah, that's dope. Now, to everybody down there in the bottom of the chat, y'all give a hand clap and give some thumbs up in the bottom of the chat. Put some heart emojis down there for EB and Mrs. Cakes. And everybody, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on this video. If you're new to the channel, please sub. We got more things in the works, like y'all you just heard from EB and Cakes. This is not the end. There's more things to come out that they want to say, but they can't say it right now. They will wait, but they dropped a bombshell on us today, and we appreciate it because it sums up a lot of things that's being said, and it's not quiet no more. It's now out in the open. Now, if Key Rock and Britney, y'all want to come on for y'all interview, whatever, you hit me up. I'll bring y'all on too. But other than that, Kakes and EB has spoken. So I got to give them their respect where respect is due. And that's all
Respect.
Respectfully.
Until next time, y'all, we're going to count to 3 and piece these people out. EB and Kakes, y'all want to piece these people out with me, all right? 1, 2, 3. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace out.